humans, it's just Martine, and today I have another Dollar Tree haul. Before we jump into these 4 books that I have to share with you today, I just wanted to give the heads up that I bought these books months ago from the Dollar Tree, back when they were still $1 and before they increased the price of everything to $1.25. I'm still saving way more money buying books from the Dollar Tree, even though the price has increased. So I have more that I'll share in the future of hauls that I bought once the price changed, but for now this one is just books that I got for $1 each. So let's get into it, and make sure you stay tuned to the end to see how much I saved. The first book I have is Extraordinary Adventures by Daniel Wallace, who is also the author of Big Fish, so that's cool. This book appears to be about this man who was seemingly content with his life, and then he gets a call, like one of those calls, it's like, you won. And he has won a weekend at like this Florida beach house or whatever, but the catch is that only couples are eligible and he's single. So he has a certain number of days to manage to find somebody to go on the trip with him. And apparently he does all kinds of crazy stuff to find a person to go with him for this 2-day vacation. It seems like fun. Copyright for this is 2017 and the original cost was $25.99. Next I have A Danger to Herself and Others by Alyssa Scheinmel. And this one I've now seen a couple times while I've been at the Dollar Tree, but I picked it up the first time that I saw it because it just looks intriguing. It's actually about this girl. She had a roommate at a summer program and apparently some accident happened, and I don't know if this roommate ended up dead or just really hurt or something, but anyway, people think that it's the main character's fault, and so she's been institutionalized while the police and judges and all these doctors try to figure out whether or not she's a danger to herself and others, which is one of the qualities that you need to be institutionalized. And she says she hasn't done it and she needs to get out. Like, she needs to get out. She has stuff to do with her life. She has college applications to write and all this stuff. And then this girl arrives. Things apparently spiral out of control from there. The copyright for this is 2019 and the original price is $17.99. The next book I have is like really complex to explain, but it's called The Honey Farm and it's by Harriet Alida Lai, and it's actually a debut novel, so that's cool. The author has written for like other things before, has been published in like Vice and the National Post, and she's a writer in residence at Shakespeare & Company in Paris, which is cool, but this is her first novel, which is exciting. And this is about this honey farm, except the person who owns the honey farm is having a rough time and the bees aren't producing as much honey, so she's losing money. So she decides, okay, I'll advertise this as a place for artists to come over the summer and they'll have space to do their art and make things, and they'll also help out on the farm. So a couple of people come to that, including one girl who's like not an artist, or so she says. She's only written like 1 poem in her life, but she decides, I'll go for the summer because she's just graduated and she wants to be independent. So she goes, and all of a sudden a bunch of weird stuff starts happening, and all the people who've decided to stay there for the summer one by one start leaving for different reasons, until it's like these 2 who are falling in love who are left. And apparently it's a shocking conclusion, that's what it says. So it better be a shocking conclusion. I don't know, it just seems exciting. Also, it's so pretty. My one rub with this cover is that it's like the black mat that like leaves behind fingerprints. So that's not the best, but it's still very pretty, and I'm incredibly intrigued by this. Copyright for this is 2018, and the original price was $25.95. For this haul, we only have 4 books, but they were especially good picks, so I thought whatever. And so this next one is very exciting for me. The next one is Warren the 13th, which is written by Tanya Del Rio and illustrated by Will Stahl, I think is how you pronounce it. Both of them are like originally comic writers, and they've teamed up to make this book, which is full of illustrations and all sorts of cool, delicious, fun things. Each chapter has like a full page illustration spread, which is gorgeous. Definitely worth more than $1. Look at that tiny monster. I love him. And it's about Warren the 13th, this little guy right here. And he basically runs this really creepy hotel that's been in his family for a really long time. It's referred to as an ancient hotel. Basically this big shadowy mansion. There's lots of weird mysteries and riddles and things. And there's also this thing called the All-Seeing Eye that apparently is hidden somewhere in the hotel. And Warren is seeking this all-seeing eye. I already love the vibe of this, not only from all the illustrations that you can flick through and see, but also on the back, it has footnotes in the actual synopsis. So for example, it says, what is a strange creature lurking in the hotel boiler room? And the answer key is, sorry, we're not at liberty to discuss that. Who is the ghostly girl creeping around the garden's hedge maze? Surely she's just a figment of your imagination. And why is the hotel's only guest covered in bandages? It seems rude to ask, wouldn't you agree? So I think this is just going to be a really fun time full of like riddles and questions and really cool illustrations. Like I love the style in here. So I'm super excited, that I found this at the Dollar Tree. I think this is an absolute steal, frankly. This one, the copyright is 2015. I think it's maybe the beginning of a series because it says 1 right here. The fact that they have 1 ever on a series is like also a miracle. And this was originally $16.95. It's hard to see under the sticker, but I promise I'm not lying about it. But I just think it's so cool, and like the gold foiling, can you see it on Warren the 13th? It's so pretty. It's very pretty and like spooky and creepy, and I love it, and I cannot wait to read this. Now we get to the exciting part of the video, how much I saved. So again, I only spent $4 plus tax on these books, but I'm going to count that as $4. But their worth when you add it all together is $86.88. So I saved about $82.88, which for 4 books is literally insane. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below which of these books do you find the most intriguing, and subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!